ARK Survival Ascended Structure Comparison. Community Creature Submissions. And could we be seeing ARK footage this weekend? You're right, kids, it's Raasclark, and welcome to your regular ARK community news. Before we begin, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, share around, and let's get into it. So the Community Crunch just dropped, revealing, yes indeed, a structure comparison of the tiers you know, reformed, redeveloped for the Unreal 5 remaster. With the devs offering a brief description on how these have undergone a stunning transformation to the sleek redesigns you see now. What's initially notable straight away is of course the elevation. Height has certainly increased from ARK Survival Evolved, making me wonder why exactly this is. Could it be that ARK characters are going to be much more larger than life than they ever have been before? Maybe they're going to be more proportionally correct than the characters you know from the original game. And as such, height must accommodate taller walls, higher ceilings, or perhaps they're just accommodating the size of foundations. Syntac pointed out it looks a lot like castle keeps and forts, but nevertheless, the quality is notably improved from ARK Survival Evolved, with heightened definition on how each piece is crafted by both wood and thatch to accommodate a built structure. In this one, we see of course a storage box, bookshelf, forge, bed with some notable boots next to them. That wasn't a thing we've ever seen before. What's that all about? Though I do see some boots in the previous version. When did boots ever become a thing? And most importantly, these are the first shots that have illustrated light. Looming technology has a big part to play this time. Light will seep through the windows, illuminating your room. Torches, of course, creating an ambience wherever they're placed. And the devs go on further by revealing a stone tier on top as well, allowing us to see each brick by brick being put together to create that much more long-lasting tier than the one before it. With this illustrating a bunk bed on top, again, some weird boots being placed next to them, especially noting a air conditioner and a fabricator, looking very more metallic and machine-like that it should be. With again the same nods to light seeping through. I'm really interested to see how Looming performs with this ARK Unreal 5 remaster, because I think that has the biggest part to play with it. Shadows casted in real time will create an ever immersive experience than you've ever seen before. I do think this is going to be a real game changer when you see it actually in-game. But of course, we haven't seen any in-game gameplay as of yet, and I've got a possible theory as to why. Product manager Dolly mentioned on Twitter, I think this may be the best ASA comparison thus far. It gives you a good indication of the glow up you all can expect. It's so hard to keep it under wraps. And what I did notice on top, this is the first post that had a different summary at the end to other ones, with this one saying we're looking forward to sharing more ASA news and further reveals in the near future. But every time we've had any new 3D model teased for ASA, there's been a sort of Q&A section where they simply copy and pasted it every time. Where is the gameplay? We'll be showcasing it. Is this all you've done? No, we've done much more, but we're showing you a glimpse behind the curtain. They've said this every time they've posted, leading me to believe something else, but we'll get to that in just a moment. Community creature submissions are live and running. That's right, folks. If you don't know already, there's another creature vote going on for this time Raasclark, which is a real surprise to see, considering, you know, there's no mention of any of the free maps coming to ASA anytime soon, but there is already a creature vote, leading me to believe maybe Raasclark will be joining ASA earlier than we expect. But the devs do say, I didn't see this before, they'll be adding an additional real-world creature for each expansion pack map release on ARK Survival Ascended. So that does mean if Raasclark's getting one, then they're all getting one. Either way, you'll need to head to this page, I'll leave a link in the description, and get your post in by June the 12th. And to be honest, there's not much time left. There's literally 3 days. In fact, it was weird. They actually had a longer timeline of this, but decided to pull it back, making me wonder why such a short period of time to allow you to post the creatures you want to get the vote process in. Is Raasclark going to be released on launch with ASA? It's maybe a possibility, but there's a lot of very cool creature submissions being posted at the moment. The top 3 being the Nothosaurus, followed by a return of the Gigantoraptor and the Majunga. And whilst these are the top 3 voted at the moment, as you can sort here by votes and see what's at the top of the top, and then scroll down to see what else is being posted, with many more coming through. It could all change when it comes to the voting process. It's quite a interesting knockout stage, as you'll see when we come round to that next week, and going through them individually and giving my thoughts. If you know me, it's not something I like to do because I don't want to advocate anybody voting for a certain creature. You want to vote for the creature you want in ARK. There's some really cool ones out there. Maybe when we get to the 10 finalists, I might go through them and give my own thoughts on those. But something I do need to give my thought on, not Conquest Season 5. The less said about Conquest, the better, perhaps. An Evo event, bit of 3 times, up to 5 times until Monday, June the 12th. Not even that. Not even the shout out to Architects, a trailer I watched early last week. Really well made. The Architects are genuinely really good at what they do. They know ARK, they know building, they know cinematics, as it seems, and you do need to watch this. I'll leave a link to this in the description. But not that either. This Xbox Games Showcase this Sunday on June the 11th. Now I can see you all out there saying, whoa, we've been down this road before, and I completely agree. I am being incredibly reserved about this, and if we see anything at the Xbox Game Showcase, though, if you follow this channel, you will know Jade PG has drummed up a theory I think could hit the nail on the head. If you don't know already, Microsoft have paid a lot of money for ARK exclusivity, and of course, you'd expect by paying all that money, they want to make sure they have that exclusivity for launching any footage themselves. Perhaps that's exactly why we've only been seeing bits and pieces, 3D models being dropped week after week after week, when there's an ever-looming deadline date apparently at the end of August on when this is meant to release. The fact that we've seen no in-game footage up to this moment, a mere 2 months before apparently this is meant to come out, just doesn't add up. And of course, with the money that Microsoft are paying for ARK, it would make sense. Now, of course, other journalists such as IGN are predicting that ARK 2 may have a reveal, but I very much doubt it. The devs have already confirmed we won't see anything in-game until next year, but maybe they're going to show us ARK Survival Ascended at the Xbox Game Showcase this Sunday. Of course, I'll be streaming it and crossing my fingers. I really want to ground expectations, though. This is simply a theory passed to me. I'm not eating any hats this time. It's just a few things add together to make this an understandable reason as to why we might see it then. I'll be tuning in. Hope you'll be tuning in, watching me tuning in. And I'll see you there. Me and Jade will see you there. Until the next one. My name is Raasclark. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, peace out.